I wasn't stepping to. I ain't disrespecting you, son. You wanted to be that way. What? You wanted to be that way. But it's the other way.
Yeah. Funny how everybody loved debate till the judges say they lost. Funny how everybody claim they want smoke till the scorecards come across.
My name is my name.
Everybody gangster when the verdict go their way. Taking victory laps, posting on social media all day. But let them catch an L, now the judges all corrupt. Now the rules wasn't fair, now the platform messed up. When you won, it was justice. When you lost, it was rigged. When the spotlight was on you, man, you danced a little jig.
Funny how the narrative changes overnight. You a scholar on Monday, by Tuesday ready to fight.
Y'all don't want accountability, you want applause. Want championship treatment without championship flaws. See, debate ain't about feelings, it's about evidence, argument, and skill. Sometimes you climb the mountain,
sometimes you fall down the hill. You want it to be one way,
but it's the other way.
but it's the other way.
When you win, it's all love.
When you lose, it's another day. You want it to be one way,
but it's the other way.
the same judges you praised last month ain't fair today. You want it to be one way,
but it's the other way.
the facts don't bend for feelings, no matter what you say. My name,
Yeah,
my name.
the hate got me laughing. It really tell the story. If the platform wasn't working, why they obsessed with my glory? Every week somebody got an opinion to proclaim, but they still tune in faithfully. That's free promotion of the name. Paradigm shift, TV 314 still standing, while critics in the comments keep demanding and demanding. See the infamous perspective, giving viewpoints room to breathe. The black church files digging deeper than was seen. The Kemet takeover, bringing culture to the floor. The GT perspective, asking questions they ignore. Here you get many choices. Ladies' night, giving divas voices. Different minds, different paths, different truth. Reaching the elders and the youth, but it's the other way.
You said the platform needed you, but somehow you still stayed.
Yeah,
You wanted to be one way,
but it's the other way.
the show keeps moving forward even after people stray. You wanted to be one way,
But it's the other way.
the audience decides, not the stories that you made. My name is my
I've seen debaters come and go. Some legends, some pretenders. Some became champions, some became contenders. Some accepted losses and came back even stronger. Others spent 6 months complaining and being bitter even longer. Everybody wanna run a platform. Everybody got advice, but very few know the sacrifice, are willing to pay the price. Fight facts, challenge views, give the people real discussion. Not excuses when you lose. So whether they applaud or whether they complain, one thing remains forever.
My name is my name. You wanted to be one way,
But it's the other way.
My name is my name.
My name is my name. My name is my name. You wanted to be one way, but it's the other way. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Yeah. It's funny how the loudest voices got the shortest resume. I show support when others walked away, even when it would have benefited me to leave you where you lay. Defended your name, gave you respect when it wasn't ideal for me. Now, every chance you get, you talking about D, talking reckless to whoever listen, hoping they believe. But people who know you and know me see the tricks up your sleeve. Now you mad, why? Cause I wouldn't let you stay. Thought you was the director, whole time you just an extra in the play. Confused the supporting role for being the star of the show.
My name is my name. I don't need permission, I don't need your praise.
You wanted to be one way,
but it's the other way. My name is my name,
and that's all I gotta say.
my name is my name, and that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. How can you make another man when you ain't even made yourself? See, I'm a grown man, different weight class. You still in my boy sizes. We don't value the same prizes. Why you still chasing validation and faking? These boots too heavy for the steps you taking. Might've known your father back when the ground was live. Ask around, I'm still thriving while others barely survive. You should worry about him instead of tripping off me. Starting to see the apple don't fall far from that tree. My name is my name.
My name is my name.
You want it to be one way, but it's the other way. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I don't need permission, I don't need your praise.
You want it to be one way,
but it's the other way. My name is my name,
and that's all I gotta say.
my name is my name, and that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I don't need permission, I don't need your praise.
You want it to be one way,
but it's the other way.
yeah.
My name is my name,
And that's all I gotta say. Yeah, if I'm a big dumb ogre, would that make you? Cause I never make the idiotic moves you do. Either be modest or keep the BS in the closet. Heard little buddy going outside, telling shorty he still lives with his dad. You never even crossed my mind, that's the funny thing. Only time I speak your name is when I hear the dumb narratives. You bring another story, another butt-hurt point of view, another attempt to convince people that my success was all based on you. It's cool though, I heard you never miss a show. Yeah, you my #1 fan. You just a little boy playing a man, now this the hard part. So please don't run. Here's a few lessons a father should teach his son. Don't spend all day explaining who you are. Don't spend nights obsessing about other men from afar. Worry about yourself instead of tripping off deep. Build something of your own instead of riding other man's legacy. If I may allow me to scream and shout, now that your true feelings about me are out. To me, you're nothing but a ghost. So next time you call somebody to talk about D, remember it won't change the fact that you're dead to me.
my name is my name.
My name is my name. Not because I said it,
My name is my name,
because I built it.
you want it to be one way,
But it's the other way. The infamous. Yeah. Ain't this what y'all wanted? Now you talking like enemies. That's crazy. Fake online friends lead to bitter ends. Stop me when I'm not saying what's true. Did not give credit where it was due. Yeah. Heard they saying they made deep. Made me say, go ahead, make another me. They want the throne but can't carry the pressure. Now resentment dressing up as bad lectures. You built my platform, but is that true? If you built mine so easy, why you ain't build yours too? See, I was loyal to a far defended bad behavior. Every time they cross the line, I still show favor. Now I'm difficult, now I'm controlling right. After years of me sacrificing, maybe y'all was the reason for my plight. How many times did I compromise just to keep the peace? Now I move how I want and suddenly the friendship cease. Weak people call boundaries betrayal, that's fact. Couldn't control me, so now they attack. Wanted titles without warfare, crowns without scars. Talking reckless from the sideline ain't the same as surviving the war. You said I was the wavy on Sean's stage, so where was you when I was in that cage? Did you defend me the way I defended you? Yes, silence is safer when the real pressure comes through, yeah. You said you made me, go ahead, make another me. If I was so easy to build, my spot should be easy to fill. Go ahead, make another D, go ahead, make another king. Funny how they hate your name, soon as they can't control the thing. Y'all scream family in private chats, call me brother on live streams. Never thought it'd be like this in my wildest dreams. And truthfully, I ain't even mad at you. Some things you just can't undo. Now that I know you a bad actor, yeah, you're just another non-factor. See, when they can't duplicate your presence, they seek ways to destroy your essence. Then, when it's revealed they a scavenger, they try to assassinate your character. You couldn't organize a card game, but claim you built me. Then do it again, go ahead and make another DC. I don't watch allies become my rivals, hoping the hate fuels their revival. But lies be the language of bitter men. Oh well, only so long fake thugs can pretend. I opened doors and shared what was mine, but some people only love you when they're basking in your shine. So let them talk, let them complain to whoever will listen. For better or worse, I'm the only cook in this kitchen. You said you made me, go ahead, make another me. If I was so easy to build, my spot should be easy to fill. Go ahead, make another D, go ahead, make another king. Funny how they hate your name, soon as they can't control a thing. What's done is done, what's said is said. I survived every attack and I'm still not dead. So if you're the reason I became who I am, the way you claim it to be, prove it. Go ahead, make another me. The infamous DMG.
Hey, welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother, the infamous DMG, and y'all know what it is, man. This is the Fall Out post show. We're going to get some results to y'all in just a minute. We waiting for the mighty Mandinka Molly and one of the other judges to hit the panel. Before we get into our spiel, though, y'all know I got to do my spiel. Let me say hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. Let me say God bless to my Christian brothers and sisters. I want to say shalom to my Israelite brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. I want to say Islam to my Moorish brothers and sisters. I want to say peace to all my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. I want to say what's up to all my atheist brothers and sisters. I want to say salute to all my Abo brothers and sisters. I want to say bless up to all my Rasta brothers and sisters. Last and certainly not least, I want to say Jambo to all the rest of my brothers and sisters all throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you Black, I'm with you. And I hope you with me. Our different ideologies should not keep us from uniting. We can have unity without uniformity, and we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. With that being said, let me say what's up to all my brothers and sisters in the chat. We got Miss Heyru Conscious in the building. Shout out to the sister. Shout out to Mr. Cab, AKA the Kemet Infomonger. Shout out to my man Vincent Mueller, always in the building. Shout out to my man Marge John. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. Shout out to my man Coffee Culture TV. Shout out to my sister Mika. Who else we got in the building? My man Jose Francis, Nathaniel Hughes in the building, and everybody else in the building. I see we got Miss Mandinka Molly in the building as well. If I didn't read your name out, charge it to my head, not my heart. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's tuned in. We still waiting on one of our judges. I'm gonna open it up for the chat, man. See what the people thought of the debate, get some opinions while we wait for the brother to hit the link. I'm gonna give him 10 or 15 minutes and then we gonna move on. With that being said, let me throw the link back in the chat, see what the people thought of this contentious contest. Shout out to my man, the Black Sage Elder Yara in the building. One of the best judges in these YouTube streets in this debate community. Appreciate you, bro. Y'all hit the link. Let us know what y'all thought about the debate. We got King J in the building, the first man to declare for the last argument standing, coming up August 16th. What's up, bro? What did you think of the debate?
Good debate. Good debate. Definitely interested in seeing how the judges determine it. So I don't know if I should hold my opinion now or not.
No, you can get your opinion. You can get your opinion.
I had a question for JJ in regards to the word being. Are you suggesting that the word being only has one meaning, and that's human being, or are there any other definitions that could be applied?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. In this debate, we talked about human beings and we talked about divines. When I asked the brother what a netter was, what came out of his mouth is divine beings. I got it here on tape. So there is no discrepancy of what an ancestor is when they pass the heck away. We know what these people are talking about. This ain't about what we think in 2026. So we're going to stop playing with the text. The text says
that's not really the question that I asked you before you get into it.
From that dynasty was on earth, deifying the nectar beings. That's what we're talking about. Human beings and divine beings. And when I asked them, I said, is it netter? Acting like I don't know what the hell a being is. It's a person. It could be a person, and it's a divine being.
Okay.
It's that simple.
That's your answer? Okay, so from your response,
prove that they did
You breaking up,
People that
JJ?
literally believe in this.
Okay. You breaking up, and you really didn't answer my question. But from your response, it seems as if you're saying that a being is only a human, and you reference a divine being. So you're suggesting that there aren't any other instances of a
Okay, let me
nether,
say it
but
again.
a
No, a divine being.
human.
I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna
So,
pull.
so,
No, 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 no.
so,
I'm gonna pull up the.
hold on.
I'm gonna pull up the definition.
JJ,
A
I'm trying to.
divine being is the guys they believed in. It's the ancestors that passed away. That is what is labeled.
Okay. So, JJ, so it
On
seems
a
as if you
seated
only.
person on a
Okay.
throne
Are you,
or
are
a
you,
flag is
are you
what the
done so I
netter
can
is.
respond?
You know what a being is?
Are you done? And can you mute out because there's a lot of echo when I respond? Okay. It's the feedback. Thank you. So it seems as if JJ, when your response, you're referring to a specific cult. Those are ancestor cults, right? So those specific cults who only venerate their deified ancestors. Yes, they would actually think that um, the nether was an actual person. We have instances of that, but there are also other instances where there are cosmic forces that are deified as netters. That are netters, not deified as netters, but are netters. Um, we would look at Aten in the 18th dynasty, right? So there's
Yes,
14 to six.
and they're called
There's
divine.
14.
They're called divine
Why
beings.
are you cutting me off,
Period.
brother? Why are you cutting me off?
Do you want to debate me?
Brother, I want to finish my sentence without being cut off. You already had the debate.
I want the judges to
I don't
judge,
want to read.
bro.
I don't want to redebate you on my feedback question. My feedback time. I want you to mute
Hey,
out so it won't
DMG, I'm
echo
gonna
when I can
call in
finish
from
my
my
thought.
phone.
What you mean calling in from your phone? What you talking about?
Yeah, he can't handle pushback. So the 18th dynasty, and I'm not quite sure why he would pick this be specifically for the 18th dynasty, but it has 14 different 14 pharaohs in this dynasty. Um, the theology varies. In particular, when we talk about Akhenaten and the hymn of the Aten, that is the deity itself. It's not a human, but it is a being. So I was asking him, particularly, was he saying that a being can only be a human, right? Because if we can show, if the brother Haru showed any other instances or occurrences of netters being anything other than a human, then he wins the debate, and his brother loses the title. So I think it's going to be a distraction or a tactic from the brother JJ in order to cause some sort kind of to convolute things. But I would give the debate to Haru. I'm outside.
All right, we got brother Jose Francis in the building, another man who has declared for the last argument standing coming up on August 16th. That is our next premium live event. I'm going to be sending all of the debaters a packet. Shout out to my sister Michelle Turner for saying send the debaters a packet so they know what's going on, what's expected in terms of the schedule, whether or not they able to participate or they called upon to participate, whether they want to participate, et cetera, et cetera. So I got that mapped out. I'm going to be sending that to everybody along with the formats and all of that good stuff. Trying to think, do we need to make a code of conduct as it relates to how we engage with one another, alleviate some of this unnecessary name calling and things of that nature. But I'm trying to work out what that would look like. You know, you want to keep it a little spicy and entertaining, but you also want to eliminate disrespect and unnecessary personal shots. So, Jose, talk to us, man. What did you think of the debate? Try to take your bias out, because I know you and Mandinka Molly got some contention.
Clearly, The topic of the debate was: did the people of the 18th dynasty think that the Neteru/Neter were literal? And JJ clearly did not stick to that topic. It was not about the ruler of the country. Because if you're going to debate that, then we know he was never identified in the language as a human anyway. So that's a whole nother topic that's probably going to end up getting debated later on. Was he ever seen as a human? I'm not calling anybody out, so don't try and Don King me, DMG, because I know that's what you like to do. But that could be another topic for later. But the topic in this case, did they think that the Neter/Neter were literal? And I think the nuanced point of view is yes and no. And sometimes both. But if you're talking about human beings, no, they didn't think that they were human beings. So.
All right, where is our brother JJ? We waiting on our brother JJ to get back in. But okay, I mean, hey, listen, I respect it, bro. This was an interesting debate, man. You had the Heavy Hitters Debate League title. It would look like we lost Elder Yara now, so we gonna deal with it though. We're gonna deal with it. But we got the Heavy Hitters Debate League title. All right, we got Elder Yara back. We got the Heavy Hitters Debate League title up for grabs, as well as the Paradigm Shift TV 314 title. The result of that is going to be the open topic title, meaning these two titles will be unified and will become the open topic title, meaning you can pretty much hit up Brother Haru or Brother Mandinka Mali and say, listen, I want to talk about socialism versus capitalism. I want to talk whatever topic you want to talk about, and we're going to air it on Paradigm Shift TV, Worldview Wars, and Heavy Hitters Debate League. Sometimes we just going to do it on one of the channels. I might start it off over here and redirect y'all to Worldview Wars or Heavy Hitters. But me and Haru finna get Heavy Hitters Debate League popping too. So, if you debate in Worldview Wars, let's get ready to debate in Heavy Hitters Debate League. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see what kind of titles we gonna come up with for Heavy Hitters Debate Leagues as far as championships and whatnot, and what kind of format Brother Haru gonna come up with. But we're gonna get that popping over there as well. I think the brother got some good ideas, and anything I can help him with as far as graphics and promotion, I'm gonna do what I can. So let's go. You know what I mean? For the people who like to say, it was a narrative going around that I thought I was the only show in town. Would I be encouraging my brother? And I've been encouraging him to do that way before this. He can confirm that. Would I have been encouraging my brother to restart his league if that was the case? If y'all don't eat a bag of monkey nuts. But anyway, hey, Root Conscious, man. Talk to us, man. How you feeling about your performance? You feeling confident? You feel like it's up in the air? What we talking about?
Hey, peace, DMG. Peace to Elder Yara, everybody on the panel. Peace to everybody in the chat. I actually feel very, very confident. In the debate. I think that I stuck with the actual I stuck to the actual resolution while JJ argued a whole different argument. And ultimately we weren't arguing is the king divine, or was the king was he coordinated into becoming a Neter? That wasn't the argument. And even if he did do that, try to pull that, that's just one aspect of it. He's literally cherry picking one person, a king, but he's not looking at the rest of the he's not looking at the category in its entirety. So in other words, he would have to still put the same. He would have to still put the. Hey, can somebody mute? I hear somebody talking in the background, and I also hear somebody in the back. All right, so yeah, so like I said, he would have to apply that same measure, right? That he's applying with the king, right? He would have to apply that to Ma'at. He would have to apply that to Heka. He would have to apply that to Hu, Nun, Amun, Ra. You know what I mean? So I feel very confident that I executed in that. I do feel like I could have improved in some areas. Just listening back at it, I had a lot of technical difficulties, which really messed up the cadence. But overall, I feel good about the debate.
No doubt. All right.
All right, there we go. I couldn't hear, man, for nothing.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I started realizing I was like, I'm like, nah, Elder Y'all in respect. Time, maybe he couldn't hear us.
Yeah, I could not hear you, bro. And I had to go all the way back out and come back in on the link. So I'm good.
JJ back with that echo, man. I don't know what's up with JJ and that echo, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, and every time something switch over, it like kick me out. So I don't know what that is, bro.
Okay, look, we've been on for like 30 minutes, man. I sent the Soam Kata link at 8:16. What time is it? 8:47. 8:16. What time is it? 8:47. So I'm gonna read what he sent me, and it don't make sense. JJ, mute up, bro. JJ, mute. That echo is. JJ, if you got another screen window open, close it or mute it, something. It wasn't like that when you first came on. I don't know what happened. But we're gonna get into the results, family, because
Hold on, whoa. I don't get to say nothing. He got to say something or what?
Go ahead. Yeah, I didn't know you wanted to say nothing.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, JJ. If you want to respond, go ahead.
Yeah. In this debate, ladies and gentlemen, the debate was were the natural beings, right? So if he agrees that the king is a human being, and then when I asked him what was the definition of a neter, and he said a divine being, that represents the gods and the king that just passed away, because the king turns into Osiris. So that answer is for King J. So what you didn't tear down my argument, sir. What you talking about? What I had to prove? No, you had to tear it down when you was agreeing with me through the whole debate. I got the playback right here if you want to hear it. Then on your slides, you had a picture of a divine being as a falcon, and you had a seated God, a guy on a throne as a human being. I debunked him. He was agreeing with me. You brought one source, and then you said you went to the Metropolitan Museum, which you didn't. I came with 4 sources, citations. Showed you how a king becomes a neter. What did you do? You didn't prove that they didn't believe that the divine beings were literal. You didn't prove that. Not one time in this debate. Not one time. So, like I say, you don't know what a human being is, and the guy said a human being and a divine being, King J, then you don't need to be up here, sir. So I'm done right there.
Shout out to my master teacher, indigenous black man. He say he would embarrass the whole community. They don't want this smoke. But we know what we do want the smoke on, and that's getting you set up on StreamYard. Once you get set up on StreamYard, we gonna get this popping. But shout out to Indigenous Black man in the building. I'm gonna read what Saw M. Ka came with. We're gonna take a quick commercial break for those who wouldn't hear on Tuesday. The August top 10 rankings came out. We're gonna get to that in 1 second, but also this is why we're here.
Two worldviews, one stage, no excuses. A legend in the debate community, MANDINKA. Standing across from him, the pseudo hunter, Heru punches. When the lights come on, reputations are on the line, and only one man leaves with the momentum, the victory, and the gold. No running, no hiding, just arguments. Worldview Wars Debate League, where weak arguments go to die.
Yeah, I forgot that top 10 video was like 3 minutes. I ain't gonna play that right now. We're gonna get to these results. So again, I'm gonna read what the brother Asar M. Ka sent me since he didn't hit the link. It's not super clear, so y'all just bear with me. He says, mind you, he sent this today. I asked everybody to send it to me, ahead of time, just in case they couldn't make it. But, whatever. Anyway, he said, I had JJ 2-1. I don't know what that means. I legit don't know what that means. I had JJ 2-1, 2-1. How? 2-1.
That's how. So you know what it means to me.
Two rounds means 2-1, DMG. That means two rounds.
It's only 2 rounds. It's only 2 rounds.
But you counting the chin check. You counting the chin check as a round, fam.
Well, then say you gotta That's what I'm saying. I don't know what he's saying.
1-1.
I don't know what he's saying. Anyway,
he said 2-1, right?
He said I had JJ 2-1. It's only 2 rounds. So if he was talking about the chin check, I would need to have some clarity because I didn't know what he was talking about. But he said he had JJ 2-1. Cool. So then he says, "Hey Ru." It says, "Hey Ru." Hey Ru, clarity 7, evidence 7, rebuttal 8, chin check 7, overall impact 8. Hey Ru, never admit your opponent's points to be correct in the debate. You had some great moments, but would concede them to a convoluted point, though, of thought, saying some netter or real. This one is literal, but it's a concept when used like this. That's all. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got none of JJ scores or comments about JJ. I don't know what JJ score was. Just that
he gave it to JJ.
He gave it to JJ. But you see, like this. What is this? I'm appalled at this bullshit. Like this is what is this? That's all I got, y'all. I'm gonna turn it over to a real judge. And Elder Yara, because I don't know, but JJ is up 1-0 right now. The brother gave it to JJ, even though he didn't provide no other information as far as what JJ scores was. Nothing. JJ 2-1. Heru scores, comments about Heru. I don't know what JJ scored. Just 2-1. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. But all right. Elder Yara, it's on you. Talk to us, bro. Can you hear us, Elder Yara? Elder Yara audio might have went out again. Elder Yara, can you hear us? I'm going to kick you and then come back in, bro. All right, I kicked the brother. Hopefully he'll hit the link and come back in. But he understood the assignment because he had sent it to me ahead of time. I just didn't open it because I didn't want to know. I wanted to find out when everybody else found out. But I had it just in case something like this happened so I could read it. Because again, he understood the assignment. I got this text message that I just read from the other brother at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And it just say, JJ21, Heru scores, and then comments about Heru. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I think that's weird.
Yeah. But just back to the definition of words, right? So, like, when we talk about a being, right, or an entity, right? So, when I looked up the word, it says something that exists uh, spiritually, mentally, right? State of existence, right? So, when we look at the word netter, we look at nature, right? It doesn't have to be a human being to be a netter. So, when the title says literal being, it doesn't have
A
to be
literal being, a human being or divine being. Why are you up here, bro? Get your ass out of here, man.
JJ.
No, this King J dumbass.
JJ, you can respond, bro. Mute up while other people talking. You can respond, bro. You gonna be able to respond? Plus, whenever you unmute and somebody else talking, all we hear is an echo.
Yeah, and it just shows that he has no, emotional maturity or control over himself. So yeah, I'll just reiterate: when we give actual definitions of the words, so I'm sure,
Like he's something special. TJ, where Q did fly smash, you running around in behind people.
I appreciate that. So yeah, when we talk about actual definitions of words, and I'm sure in the JJ's not going to give you an actual definition of the word being. So when I'm reading the definition of the word being, it means something that exists spiritually or mentally. So those are abstract concepts or things that are unseen that are being defined as a being that aren't human. Um, so when we talk about existence, it means and so the title of the debate is literal being, right? So a literal being does not have to be a literal human being. It could be a literal being. It could be Ra. It could be Atum. It could be Amun. It could be Shu. It could be Tefnut. It could be any of those forces, right? Because they exist. They're literal. They're a being. They're an entity. So I think when the brother JJ suggests that in order to be a being, you have to be a netter, I think he makes a mistake and he makes an error. That a netter would be included. It would be included, but there are a million other other aspects that are included as well that override that during this particular 18th dynasty. The brother gave the examples of the hymn of the Aten. I think that was their primary source where
All
it
right,
gives an
King
example.
J, let's
Okay,
let JJ
I'll
respond because we got
okay,
Elder Yara back on the panel.
yes.
Yeah, man. First of all, I'm not gonna respond to this guy. I didn't explain to him what a divine being is. I showed them in the 18th dynasty, there was a king that was deified, that was worshipped as a neter. He was divine on earth. There is an oath that you take as a human being to become divine. You're not ready for me, King J. So I don't even know why you up here. Because I don't come on your debates and come up here before the goddamn judgment and run my mouth. You clout chasing. Just like you ran from the debate I just called you out the other day. So get somewhere and sit down and let the judges do what they do. That's my response. And if they just want to respond, and he can respond too. Man, this dude coming up here acting like he knows something. Nigga, we already see the animosity. Don't play with me, bro. You don't know what a divine being. The brothers, and I asked him what a netter was in the debate. He said a divine being. There's a being. Those are all the gods. I ain't got to explain all that. There's the gods, especially when one of them's already deified on earth as a netter being. Whether he's dead or alive. I didn't have to go through the creator gods. So sit down somewhere, bro. Clout chasing.
Yeah, you made that up. So coming from somebody who's actually reading the actual definition of the
DMD,
word.
why is he up here for real? Why is he up here? No.
Yeah, because I'm a
Yeah, why is he steady talking?
We're going to go to Elder Yara.
No, he ain't no judge. No, he ain't no judge. You ain't no judge for this.
JJ, I opened up the panel because we was waiting on you and other people, Soim Kai, to come up here. So I opened up the panel. Don't unmute, bro, because I don't want to hear myself in your background. I opened up the panel because we was waiting on you and some other people to come up. That's why he up here.
I can't hear. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hold on, DMG. I got a problem with my audio, bro.
All right, bro. All right, we're going to give Elder Yara another opportunity to come to get his audio right. And if not, I'm just going to read his results. Let's see. Can you hear us now, bro?
I'm going to have to go all the way out and come back in. I can't hear anything. So give me like 5 seconds.
Okay. All right, we're going to give Elder Yara an opportunity. JJ, you don't hear that echo? Like, seriously? When you look back,
no, we don't over here.
When you look back at the debate, you didn't hear the echo. When you look back at the debate, you didn't hear the echo.
Not when I was talking.
Elder Yara, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can I get in real quick, man? My rib just walked in, so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you ready, we ready for you.
Yeah, I'm ready. Can you pull that up? What I sent you, DMG, like we did last time? Because I'm on my phone,
sir.
and that's the problem. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I got you.
I just want to say shout out to both debaters. I think both debaters came prepared for what they wanted to debate and what they wanted to do. I actually enjoyed the debate. I actually learned something from both the debaters, and much respect to them. And so, it's always good to be a part of these events, right? So as you see, it says that the 18th dynasty of Kemet believed the Netter and the Netteru were literal beings. Again, my position always is I don't debate the debaters, right? Even when I'm judging, right? I just go by the information. That's my stance as a judge, right? Can you go to the next slide, DMG? Okay, so my first ballot was my notes on was Mandinka Mali, JJ 7000. JJ 7000, this is some of the pertinent information I thought you brought out in the debate. I thought was very well researched and was important to your premise. Can you just tell us about these little 4 slides in your own words and what you was bringing out here briefly?
I can't.
You can't hear me?
I can't even see it. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can make it
Yeah,
bigger,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Try to
you
add to
brought
the
out
volume or
four. You
something like
brought
that.
out four
He said he
things,
can't
Yeah,
right?
he
I can
can't
hear
see
you.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he brought out four specific
So
points, right? Yeah. Go
basically,
ahead.
in this debate, I showed that a king, a prince is not king. He has to go through a coronation. They say a certain word, and they say, "I am Horus." That's what make him a netter. The coordinate the four different things that I showed you in this debate, showing the action of what a netter does, his job responsibility to get the army together. I could, as you see, my sources from the Met Museum said that you compare a netter position on Earth to a president. This is what I showed you. There is a process of the human becoming divine. That was my major points. My opponent never rebutted any of that. He never tore down the case. You want me? You want me to go into more? Yara?
No, that's good. I just wanted the audience to see and hear
Yeah.
as well. And JJ understand that I understood the pertinent argument that he was trying to bring out, and I thought it was a very solid argument. I really did. I thought it was a solid argument. Can you go to the next slide, DMG? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Go
JJ
ahead.
bought a plethora of sources. He's correct on that. JJ bought a lot of sources to this debate, right? And I always respect that anybody that brings sources. JJ showed his sources. His sources lined up with his premise. And so I just wanted to let the audience know as well in this debate, JJ did not come unprepared, right? So his argument was clear. He knew what he wanted to do, he knew what he wanted to debate. And I think JJ presented his premise as he saw fit, right? So JJ, if you want to talk about sources real quick, you can.
JJ, you there?
Yeah, I can hear
So
him.
yeah,
But
all these
okay, there you
sources
go.
were very important in this debate.
Mhm.
All of these sources. And the crazy part, when he tried to rebuttal me, he brought up some Africans, some African American sources and Theopold, Abanga, and all. I didn't even bring them up in this. You fell for the debate during some other time when we did an interaction, and I was showing different stuff. All of these, right here, all of these sources agree that the king becomes the netter by a coronation, not by birth. All of them. I gave you plenty of them to attack in this debate. And you didn't tear not one of them down. And the one you brought John Osmond when you just posted a picture of him up there, I was already ahead of the game on you on that one. And everything that you say, he disagrees with, and he's over here on the affirmative.
Yeah.
My opponent didn't tear down none of these sources. Didn't even try. He's trying to get me to explain some divine beings and make me try to prove to y'all that those were real. No, they were real to them, sir. So that's all I got to say about the sources. If you want to go into them a little bit, Judge, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I appreciate you for that, JJ. Can you go back to the first slide, the first slide, DMG? Because I wanted JJ to read something. So you see where I marked in yellow? I marked that in yellow. I want JJ to read that for the audience. Because that was it
I'm
on
gonna have
one
to
of your
pull up my
sources, JJ.
yeah.
Can
I'm
you
gonna have to
read
pull
it?
up my PowerPoint. Yeah, I can't see
Okay.
it. I
Okay.
can't.
Pull up
So,
your
but it's
magnifying glasses, old man.
yeah,
No,
but it's in
hold
your
yeah.
it's in yeah. I think that's the
Hold on,
bottom. I think
I
that's the
get you on here.
beginning of part two of those four distinct categories you brought out. I think that's number two, or maybe the end of one. It may be the end of one or the beginning of part two because you have four, and I put all four there. So I think that might be the end of one going into two. But if anybody goes back and look
Oh,
at
that's
the
right. You on your
debates,
phone, so you can't see it neither. DMG, can you read that for the audience?
It's in yellow.
I can read a little bit. It says, um, older Egyptology called pharaonic kingship divine, but treated it as a metaphor. The king was son of God, God's representation, but still human. This this fails to explain 18th dynasty legal and economic records. Uh, it says, Cairo 25643, Adir El Medina Judicial Ostrakhan records workers swearing an oath, Ankh Ijer Netter, right? Nefer Neb Netter Men Kepara, right? It says, as the perfect God, Lord of action. Menkepera, Menkepere or Menkepera lives for me. The oath is sworn to the throne name, Menkepera, never to the birth name, to that's Tahuti,
Tahuti.
Tahuti, or Thutmose, right? O Nash 1 gives the penalty for violating that oath, right? And so it says Heb, I think that says Heb Fang, is this, what is it? Fang K, Mizdir K,
I didn't
cut
try to
off
sound
your
it out, y'all. I
nose.
just read the
Yeah,
translation.
yeah, cut off your nose and ear. States do not mutilate citizens for perjury against metaphors. The penalty
Facts.
proves that the throne name designated a legal entity with standing, right? Now, I brought that out because I highlighted that because JJ brought that out in his source, right? So if you go back to if you go forward, DMG, yeah, after that next one, right? JJ also bought this out, right? This was your source, right, JJ? Can you read it? The two thrones. Can you see it? I mean,
Of course, yes.
okay,
Yes,
yeah.
it
So great,
was.
yeah.
Yes.
So
It says the Neteru were human. Oh, okay, go ahead.
no, go ahead. You can read it.
Okay, I can barely see. It said the Neteru were human kings and queens who held jurisdiction over the Duat and the two lands, each ruling their district in death and in life, sir. See, so this thesis is above, so below, sir. Was not a metaphor or a myth. It was documented. Dual administration, what I try to teach you. The living horse king. Listen, King J, since you want to question. The
Yeah. So
word
JJ said I
Hekua,
can't hear JJ.
queens, ruled the black land.
But go to the next slide, DMG,
The
if y'all can
dead
see again.
Osiris.
Those,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
those
I mean,
two
come on,
things are
bro. I
pertinent
brought
to
out so
JJ,
much.
right? So here's my score, right? So I gave JJ a 10. It's not circle, but I gave him a 10. I give everybody a 10 on their opening, on their clarity, right? I think JJ did. He stuck to the premise that he wanted to bring out, right? The evidence, I gave him a 9. On his rebuttal, I gave him a 7. I gave him a 7 because JJ only read his information. He didn't really rebut Hayru's information. I didn't really hear a rebuttal. Um, and then in the chin check session, I would have given JJ probably an 8 or a 9, but because of the decorum, we couldn't really hear going back. I scored you a 7. And so I think then I gave JJ an 8 overall. and for his debate, coming prepared. And so I gave Jay a score of 41 out of 50. And it's excellent for the debate. So can we go to the next one? This is Heru. All right. So Heru, peace, brother. Can you kind of go over what your premise was?
Yes, I can. It's kind of really small on my screen. So what I'll try to do is bring it up on my end over here, and I can kind of read it. Let me see here.
Excuse me, real quick. DMG, I can't really hear him. He real low on my phone. Can you tell me when he's done? Because I think I can hear you.
He said he's gonna try to bring it up on his end because it's small on his screen. I'm gonna try
Okay.
It's a little bigger than JJ's was. I'm gonna see if
Yeah,
I can
so
read. I can probably read that first part, but I'm not gonna be able to read that second part.
I can read it. It's his premise. It says
Okay.
the Netherworld were regarded
I was-
as real divine powers, but the evidence does not reduce the entire category to literal human-like or historical individuals. Egyptian theology included cosmic realities, personified concepts, divine functions, manifestations, composite identities, and deified humans of that system, not the entire system.
Elder
That
Yara,
Go ahead.
Elder Yara, you breaking up bad, bro.
Oh man. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, you go in and out. Like sometimes you super clear, and then as you keep going, it start breaking up.
Oh man, let me go out and come back in, man. This is crazy. Hold on. Let me go out and come. I'm gonna go out and try to
Okay,
come back in.
we'll
All right.
leave it up. We'll leave it up.
Yeah, stay right there. Yep.
All right, family. We are in the middle of Elder Yara's breakdown on his decision regarding the debate right now. Asar M. Ka, again, I don't know what JJ's score was. I didn't add up Peru's. I just know JJ got 2-1. But JJ, one judge has it for JJ. So far,
Family, did you send him a scorecard sheet?
Did I send who a
You probably
scorecard?
forgot to send him a scorecard.
Did I send who a
Brother
scorecard?
Asar. Brother
JJ,
Asar.
if you insult me again, bro, I'm gonna kick you off the show.
Nigga,
Okay.
what? I don't know. How do you not understand 2-1? It's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
One's a chin check, and 2 is rounds. 2, 1. How do you not understand it?
This is what he said.
All right,
You heard what he said. It's all good. It's all good.
Let
But
me
it's
use-
3 rounds.
Let me use
I'm
the
back, bro. So
scoring
again,
apparatus above. This how you know I sent him the scorecard.
that was his premise.
It's all good. Hey, King J, chill out, bro. Man, we don't, bro, what? I mean, come on, man. You doing too
King
much.
J
I don't
ain't
come
even
on
say
here.
nothing.
Let me get this in. So that was his premise, and then he also brought out. He said, "I do not deny divine kingship." So I know it. He acquiesced that point to JJ, not his premise though, but he acquiesced that point. So he does agree with JJ, and he did throughout the whole entire debate, right? Go to the next slide for me, DMG. I just want people to see this real quick. And then he brought out, and the brother could speak to this after after a while. So he brought out that royal theology cannot explain all Neteru. This goes back to what King J was saying, actually, right? And so I actually put this in, right? So then he talks about the source quantity is not argument quality, right? And then for me, this is where Heru actually starts to really make a separation in what the argument is. And we've been hearing this argument for the last week or so. We know on the other, on Sinetic channel, some other prominent people, other people with, debaters, and were making this argument. This is the first time I heard this angle from someone on the Kemetic side that Heru Conscious bought out. And I thought that he did an amazing job when he did this, right? When he makes this argument. And he talks about his own that JJ's own king argument creates a category distinction. And he goes into that. And Heru, he can go in, he can go over that. But this is what I base my my judgment on as I'm judging this debate. Can you go to the next slide from me, DMG? And then he brings up this right here, right? Determinatives do not settle ontology. And for me, this is where Heru separates himself from this argument and stands alone. He clearly showed where the term netter, how it's being used, the various different ways it can be used, and how it can be used as for literal beings and not literal beings. It wasn't a monolithic term for them to use it as all deities, right? That they didn't think of it that certain people, certain pharaohs or individuals were all these deities as based on the usage of the determinative. And I think this is a very important to the actual debate. So you go to the next slide, right? And so now, right, at 8, and this is the chin check session, and at the 8-minute 23-second mark through the 4-minute and 41-second mark, Heru asks a series of questions. And JJ, as I'm listening, and y'all put it in here so y'all can go listen to it for yourselves. If y'all want to argue it, if you want to, this is where JJ concedes to all those points Heru had previously made in those slides I just showed. Right? Now, mind you, he already gave JJ the ground and said, yeah, listen, that they are divine beings, but this is how you differentiate them based on the determinatives. And in this question round, in this chin check round, this is where Heru, for me, separates the argument. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah. For their clarity, evidence, I gave Heru a 9. Rebuttal, I gave him a 9. On the chin check, I gave him a 9 because I believe JJ acquiesced to Heru's entire premise after that. And on the overall impact, I gave him a 9. So I score him a 46 out of 50, which is an excellent. Can you go to the next slide? And on the next slide, I give my vote to Heru. I think both of them had good arguments, but I think Heru has done something nobody else has done on the Kemetic side since this argument has been made. He really brought out the difference in the determinatives and how they are used in different ways, and they're not a monolithic term of belief. And so I give my vote to Heru.
All right. All right. It is now 1-1. Elder Yara, we appreciate you, bro. Always a thorough breakdown. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow because we got 2 debates this weekend. And as always, with the debates, I won't need the results till Thursday, but if you can get them to me earlier, just in case you can't join me live, that go for all the other judges I'm gonna reach out to. please do. That way I can read them in your absence. But I'm definitely gonna hit you up to see if you can adjudicate a couple of the debates this weekend.
Let me turn it. I thought I had turned to something.
Yeah, the Yacht Rock Queen say, get off that show now. Elder Yacht Rock, can you hear us? All right, the brother may not be able to hear us. I muted him out. Like I said, I'm gonna be reaching out to the brother about the debates we have coming up this weekend. Before we move on, I gotta make a phone call. I just want everybody to understand that this person that I'm gonna call about their assessment is not somebody that's made up. They are a real person that exists, because I know how this community is. Y'all are weirdos. Some of y'all, not all of y'all. I love y'all, but some of y'all are weirdos and like to accuse people of stuff that ain't true. Shout out to them cats with the same name. But I'm gonna call this person just so y'all can hear her voice, and then we're gonna get into her assessment. Let's start with Mandinka Molly. Any responses to Elder Yara's assessment?
Yeah, he never showed how I acquiesced to his point. I don't know what debate Yara was watching. All them sources that I brung up showing the king was netter. Then the guy agrees that when I asked him what a netter is, a divine being, is a netter a being, a human being or a divine being? They literally believe this. I never acquiesced to nothing. Yes, I said my eye was a netter. I did. So I don't know what acquiescence he talking about. I would like for him to play it before he go. Because you didn't hear this brother agree that a netter was divine on earth? Amenhotep the third? And the decorum, you talking about the round of the 10 check as much as he was interrupting me? Are you serious, sir? What type of judgment was that? What sources did he bring to prove that the netterers wasn't divine beings or beings, period? I'm showing you right here on earth, Yara. So I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what debate you were watching, sir. But it's cool.
All right. And JJ, if you're on the phone with somebody, put the phone on mute so it won't be no echo. Hey, Root Conscious, man, what's your response to Elder Yara's assessment?
I think he gave a really good assessment. He's very detailed. You could tell he went through this thing and he went through it line by line. He was actually able to highlight, great points that we both made. And I think he just really paid attention to what the resolution of the debate was and the actual what I was trying to get JJ to actually concede to, which he did in a Q&A. So, at the end of the day, I mean, the resolution concerns the ontology of the category netter-root, not whether one particular member of that category, the king, was, physically existing human being. I mean, think about this. This is where his argument actually, this is what his argument accidentally does. The king is like really unquestionably a literal human being. If Egyptians call that king Neter, that proves that Neter can be predicated. It could be predicated of a human king. It does not tell us that everything that's designated to Neter. It does not tell us that everything designated to Neter was therefore understood as, on that same kind of literal discrete being. And that's the point I was trying to make to him.
Human is not in the title, sir.
JJ, I wasn't finished, and I didn't interrupt you not one time.
That's a fact.
Now, you actually said that during our face-off that you meant what you meant by literal beings were humans. You said that loud and clear. In fact, you yelled it as loud as you could, so everybody heard that. So this is what happened. Truly, I mean, you spent the debate proving that the king was literal. Nobody disputed that the king existed. The resolution asked whether the Neteru were literal beings. Showing that a literal human king could acquire the status netter does not establish the ontology of every netter. In fact, your argument presupposes that netter was, already a category the king could enter. So the question is, what category men across the 18th dynasty theology, not whether pharaohs, not whether a pharaoh had a pulse. So again, you have to think about the different netters like Ma'at, Heka, Amen-Ra, you know what I'm saying? Aten. These were not human beings, and they were not literal. They were not literal beings and kings walking here.
Okay, let me respond to that.
Yeah,
let me respond. Did you not say? Hold up, no. Let me respond.
JJ, you responded to what Elder Yara said. Hey, you just responded to what Elder Yara said. Now we're gonna move on. All right. I gotta make a call because I just want everybody to understand, because I know it's weirdos out there who like to call people and say I use ChatGPT for my judges when they was in control of the judges on my platform, cats with the same name and stuff like that. So I'm gonna call this real person right quick and let y'all hear her on the phone. So just hold tight. Can y'all hear my phone ring?
Yes, sir.
Hotel, Queen Mother Any Teray.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to call and confirm that I won't be misrepresenting you with regards to the scorecards you sent me for this debate.
No.
All right.
Not at all.
I appreciate you, and I'm sorry to call you so late.
No problem.
Ashe. All right. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, we got you.
Yes, sir.
All right. I just, you know how, hey, Rue, you in particular know what I'm talking about. So, and again, just for the record, this is the same voice y'all just heard.
I am Queen Mother Eniteria Akua Kiti Haru from Temple of Het Haru, and I was asked by DMG, who I know as Brother Pianki, to be an alternate judge for the debate between Haru Conscious and Mandinka Mali on did the 18th dynasty of Kemet believe the Neteru were literal beings. It was a great debate, and I wish both brothers much success going forward in the Worldview Wars Debate League. Ashe.
And shout out to my sister and elder Queen Mother Any Teray, Aset Akua Kitty Haru, and we're going to get into her assessment. Now, I'm going to pull it up on the screen, but it looks super small, so what I'm going to do is still read it from my phone. So y'all bear with me on that, because for some reason on the screen, it is hella small. But y'all bear with me and we'll get that read. But shout out to Queen Mother for stepping in as an alternate. She understood the assignment. She actually sent us an actual scorecard, unlike some other folk. But I don't know what people was doing. But anyway, yeah. So, all right, let me pull this up on my phone so I can actually read it, because yeah, as you can see, it's super small. We're gonna start with our brother Mandinka Mali. Let me make sure I got the right one pulled up. Okay, we got Mandinka Molly. For clarity, she gave our brother a 5. She says the affirmative's argument lacked consistent focus and clear structure, making it difficult to follow the central thesis seamlessly throughout the rounds. For evidence, she gave the brother a 4. The affirmative relied heavily on royal coronation titles in human divine office positions, but struggled to present broad, verifiable primary sources that applied to the full category of netter/netteru. For rebuttal, she gave a 4. The affirmative failed to directly dismantle or refute the negative's counterpoints regarding non-human/cosmic netteru, i.e. Shu, Tefnut, Ma'at, etc., as specified in the title/resolution. The chin check session, she gave a 4. The affirmative asked relevant and engaging questions, but was overly aggressive and repeatedly talked over their opponent without directly answering foundational questions regarding definition boundaries. Overall impact, she gave a 4. The affirmative reduced the resolution strictly to divine kingship rather than addressing the full scope of netter/netteru as their opponent did. In her additional comments, she says the argument focused heavily on divine kingship as an office rather than addressing the full spectrum of the netteru. Equating the position of a living king, i.e. Amenhotep III or Tutankhamun, to the full definition of a netter left major gaps when confronted with cosmic or natural entities. During the chin check session, it became highly antagonistic as there was constant speaking over the opponent, and I'm going slow because I'm having to go back and forth because I had to extend it on my phone. Shutting down responses as soon as the response began. This hindered clarity and hurt the score in professionalism. There was also a clear audio issue that was brought up on multiple occasions and was never addressed. It made for an otherwise engaging debate difficult to watch. There also seemed to be a struggle to provide clear rebuttals when asked to account for non-human netteru like Shu, Tefnut, Ma'at, or Hapi within a strictly literal human framework. That was her assessment of our brother Mandinka Molly. She gave him a score of 21 out of 50. We're gonna move on to her scorecard for our brother Hayru Conscious. For clarity, she gave Hayru Conscious, let me move the screen as well. For clarity, she gave Hayru Conscious a 5. She says, no, that's back to, wait a minute.
That's an 8.
Right. Yeah, somehow I went back for some reason. She gave Hayru Conscious an 8 for clarity. The negative delivered a very clear, structured, and easy to follow theological framework regarding how ancient Kemetic people understood cosmic principles, manifestations, and divine offices during the 18th dynasty. For evidence, she gave an 8. The negative utilized relevant secondary and primary citations, i.e. the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and I think that's artifact. I cannot see what this other word is, something artifact, effectively to show the perspective of 18th dynasty Kemet. Rebuttal, she gave an 8. The negative was effective in exposing the category error in the affirmative's argument, showing that proving a king holds a divine title does not equate to all Neteru being literal biological humans in 18th dynasty Kemet. Chin check session, a 7. The negative maintained composure under heavy cross-examination pressure and maintained their stance on cosmic/elemental Neteru during the 18th dynasty Kemet. They did so while absorbing disrespectful comments from their opponent. Overall impact, she gave a 7. The negative constructed the stronger and more comprehensive case regarding the metaphysical and theological reality of ancient Kemet during the 18th dynasty. She gave Heru a 38 out of 50. Her additional comments were maintained a clear, structured framework throughout the debate, correctly identified the error in the affirmative's case, explaining that while a king can be elevated into a divine office, Neter Nefer, it does not mean the entire category of Neteru originated as literal biological human beings. However, early connection and audio issues disrupted the flow and momentum during the debate. It made for an overall unpleasant moment of stagnation, ensuring a connection ahead of time will help maintain a seamless delivery performance, while effectively defending the broader scope of Kemetic metaphysics, spending more time, I lost it for a second, spending more time dismantling the affirmative's specific 18th dynasty royal decree citations in the first round would have solidified an even stronger lead earlier in the contest. That was Queen Mother's assessment of both debaters, meaning Heru Conscious has taken this debate. We're gonna go to Mandinka Mali first, and then we're gonna go to Heru. We're gonna go to Mandinka Mali first.
Hold on. Yeah. Hey, I want to congratulate him. You won. You won by these judges. You didn't prove that these people didn't believe that it was a netter. They didn't believe in it literally or real. You agree with me through the whole goddamn on debate. Only that there is divine beings. There is netter humans. I looked up your Heru. It's been through every dynasty, ma'am. But I'm not disrespectful to you. But for you to give me a 21 is very disrespectful, especially when I'm the affirmative. You can't a queen where he tore my argument down. You can't. But you in this new age cosmology. So of course I was skeptical of you when he mentioned you. And as for you, Ra, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Show me where I adjudicated to his point. But I'm not gonna be a sore loser. I'll be back to tear down my argument. He never once in this debate, and we can review it. Congratulations, Haru. See me on another platform, same debate. And I guarantee you, it won't be the same outcome. I guarantee it. Because you brought one source to this debate. I didn't have to prove that there was netterers in the sky. I didn't have to prove that. When I showed you him on earth, a divine being, by Amenhotep III, when he became incarnated and made himself deified. But y'all see, this is what it is when you JJ 7000. This is what the setup is. All these sources that I brought from museums, and this guy didn't bring one source. Then he brought John Eisman up here, and I debunked him. His guy is agreeing with me. But if y'all want to build off my name for fame, you go right ahead. But the people really know who won this debate. The people really know.
Yeah, congratulations on the win, Haru. Conscious, great win for you. I see you got a couple belts under your. What is it? What belts do you have now?
So I have the Heavy Hitters Debate League championship belt, and then now the Paradigm Shift TV 314 belt.
Okay. That's what's up. Congratulations once again. Yeah, I definitely think you won the debate pretty clearly based off of the title. The brother just focused on one aspect of Netter in regards to the venerated ancestors instead of acknowledging the other.
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Hey, I mean, it had to be done. I had two of these queued up for whoever took this contest. I'm sorry the brother felt how he felt. He say if it would have happened on another platform, it would have been different. I don't know how, but I thought the assessments was fair. We didn't even get a complete assessment from the brother who voted for him. I should have threw it out, but I didn't. So, because he didn't even. And hey, Rue, I want you to. I'm gonna get to you in a second, bro, because I do want to get your full reaction on winning this debate. I don't want it to be soured by bad feelings. But again, this is what I got at 4:20 p.m. today from somebody who was supposed to be judging this debate. I had JJ 2-1. Let me use the scoring apparatus above, meaning the scorecards I sent. Hey, Rue, clarity 7, evidence 7, rebuttal 8, chin check 7, overall impact 8. Hey, Rue, never admit your opponent's points to be correct in a debate. You had some great moments, but you would concede them to a convoluted point of thought saying some netters are real. This one is literal, but it's a concept when it's used like this. That's all I got. Technically, I shouldn't have even accepted that. So I don't know what anybody got to complain about right now. And I'm dead serious. Like if you complaining, you just complaining to complain. Cause this is not who taking this serious, bro? The reality is from the judges who actually did their job, it was 2-0. In reality. Don't get no attitude with me. Or get to talking that you got set up type stuff. Because a comedic brother, MK, just said I had JJ 2-1. And then gave us Heru scores and a critique of Heru and nothing else. I shouldn't even, like, who would in they right mind actually count that? Go ahead.
Because it would have been 3-0.
Go ahead.
I mean,
go ahead.
Think about it. He didn't give JJ any kind of criticism at all. I mean, he didn't. You know what I mean? There was just absolute nothing. So what we supposed to just assume that he had 2 perfect rounds? I don't think so.
Like what?
And then he didn't give you could have still won on the scorecard though. Like if he critiqued you, but then on the JJ scorecard, what if he gave JJ low numbers? So I mean, and so he did the benefit of the doubt of giving it to him. Gave it to him. You still 2-1. So good win.
I legit was being nice, giving it to him, because that was garbage. For real, that was garbage. That wasn't even acceptable, bro. But I put it out there, and you complaining, man. Listen, that kind of stuff make me look at cats a certain way. I wouldn't have nothing to complain about if that was the one that went my way. But let's not make it about nothing negative. The brother just accomplished something major. For those who don't know, Heru had a situation, and I hope you don't mind me speaking on this. Heru, stop me if you do. Heru had a situation about a year ago, almost, at the first Debate Mania, where we had a little pipsqueak who liked to talk out of turn, stick his nose where it didn't belong, and basically messed up our first Debate Mania main event by sticking his nose where it didn't belong as it related to this brother. And it caused a situation where the brother left for a little while, but he made a major comeback. Then we just had a situation this year where another brother and him had a major misunderstanding and falling out, and he left the platform again. Then, we found a way to clear up any misunderstandings, but in the midst of that, the brother got a phone call from a little weirdo who used to be a part of the platform, and he run around telling anybody that'll listen, he made my platform, even though it existed long before he was associated with it. All he did was introduce me to a few people who I didn't know. And oddly enough, when he left the platform, them people who he introduced me to decided to stay with me instead of going with him. You would think because he made the introduction, they would have left with him, but they didn't, because his reputation is garbage and mine ain't. But they called his brother again, trying to speak ill on me, even though I've never spoken ill of them. So you had a lot of people trying to mess up me and this brother relationship, making so he wouldn't be back on this platform yet. Here we are. So I just wanted to put that out there because you know, we could have been in a state where me and this brother wouldn't having no kind of communication with each other, never mind him being on the platform. And you can say what you want to about JJ, but I do think JJ is a formidable debater. I think that he is a legendary debater. A lot of people think I'll be saying that as a joke, but I think when you see the list of names he's been up against, how could you call him anything else? And he will debate anyone, anytime, any place. He do put the work in, put the effort in to get great debates done. So I don't think it's a small thing that the brother was able to get that victory. With that being said, I'm gonna stop glazing the brother, as the youngsters say, and I'm gonna let the champ speak.
All right.
The champ is here.
Yeah, DMG, man, this feels actually amazing, bro. Like you said, JJ, I can't take anything from JJ. JJ has probably he has a lot of years experience in this. And this is probably one of the reasons why we had so much difficulties even putting together a debate between him and I, because he just didn't feel like I had enough experience to debate him, or whatever the case may be. But I will tell you this. I thank you, DMG, for pointing out some things, because this has been one amazing journey. You know, as I think about it, you know, over the past year or so, it had its ups and downs, and but everything kind of turned around in a positive way. And so I want to thank you, man, for just being you, and you know, us coming together, man, and rocking this thing out. You know, how we gonna do this, how we merging the titles and working together with both platforms. I think we're gonna do a fantastic thing with that, as well as what we're gonna do right here on Worldview Wars Debate League. I want to point out, DMG, because this guy, he has spent an enormous amount of time over the past 2 weeks. I mean, literally tagging me in countless posts. I'll say that it has to be at least 30, which I think is a bit obsessive. But anyway, he keeps trying to point out and say that I didn't bring sources, but clearly he wasn't paying attention to my slides. My sources were at the bottom of each slide, and I just want to point out several that I did bring. And these were 18th dynasty archaeological and primary material that I brought. I had the Amenhotep II offering to Amen-Ra, which was the British Museum, EA 1103. I had Tutankhamun, possibly represented in the guise of Happy. That was the British Museum, EA 75. Tutmos III period, a statue invoking Ra, Hor-Akti, Amen, Ra Hor-Akti Atum, and Osiris. And that was also from the British Museum of EA 480. So I think what may have confused him is he just kept seeing the Metropolitan, the British Museum. But what he didn't realize is that a lot of those were individual PDFs. A lot of them, you know what I mean? They were actual sources that covered that specific thing that I was talking about. So I have multiple sources. I even had stuff from the University College of London. And again, you know, he even conceded in the chin check round that my sources were credible. So I don't know why he would turn around and say I didn't have sources. But again, man, I want to say big shout out to everybody, man, that came out to see this debate. This was really an amazing experience, and I just look forward to keep going forward with the shift and with Worldview Wars Debate League.
Hey, and I'm gonna say it again, bro, man. I don't know who do y'all graphics over here, man, but he needs some more money, bro. Like that cat right there, bro. Hey, that's a talented cat, man. That's all I got to say.
Yes, he is.
So I gotta ask you, bro. You got both belts. Oh, real quick, look, y'all, man, I'm two subscribers away from having 2,000 subscribers over here. So if you know somebody, send it to them. Send them the link to the channel and tell them to subscribe. We trying to hit that 2,000 subscriber mark. Saturday, we got Jose Francis versus the notorious RBE, Ramo Bantu Esoteric. I'm gonna be giving away 5 more channel memberships. We got a premium live event coming up, The Last Argument Standing. So y'all stay tuned for that. More information gonna be coming up, but I think y'all gonna like it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you know somebody who haven't subscribed, send them the channel, send them the information and tell them to subscribe. We're trying to hit that 2,000 subscriber mark. My bad, Haru, I ain't mean to interrupt you. I had to ask you, bro, who you looking forward to defending these belts against, man?
I'm glad you asked that question, bro. This guy, he's a little slickster, man, and I think it's time that me and him have a discussion. I would like to see Silky have a nice conversation with him dealing with evolution. I think that would be a really, really good debate between him and I. And, I look forward to seeing if he would, accept that challenge. And I'm actually willing to put up my title.
The pseudo hunter versus the undeniable superstar. We're going to call that the long hair don't care debate. Silky B versus Heru Conscious, the long hair don't care debate. But hey man, I think somebody about to hit the link who might want to come for them belts, Heru.
Okay.
I don't know, man. And y'all got a little history, man. So I don't know, man. You might want to put Silky to the side because this might be debate mania worthy right here, bro. Yeah, man. Mr. Cab is in the building, bro.
Mr. Cab.
You got both members. Hold up, you got both members of the Comedic Express coming up here looking at your belts, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Heru, I just want to say congratulations, man. Great job.
Thank you.
I mean, I was rooting for you from. I wasn't putting it out there like that, letting everybody know, but from jump, all that smack he was talking, but really, it should have been either Neter or Neteru, and he, to some extent, it was left open. And it could have gone anyway. The last judge, the female, the practitioner, who assessed it accurately, but yet still, well, she knows she's a practitioner, and she really wasn't biased, in the sense that she was talking about like JJ's emotionality, and in this debate, his emotionalism really didn't work in his favor. I commend you on your professionalism, maintaining your poise, and sticking to your sources. So, congratulations. In this case, JJ's tactics, it did not work at all, and he's going to be fuming, and he won't stop. But some of the comments that he makes is totally unnecessary. If I may, it's my understanding that to research Kemet or Africa or traditional African spirituality, yeah, you might think that you could jump here and go there, and 1 minute you're a Hebrew Israelite, and then because you find out because you got West African DNA, now you're Mandinka Mali, but it takes time, and it takes a lot of research And what's also required, I think, or I know it also, at least in my case, it requires changing my lifestyle. So the ignorance that certain people express continually, and I'll just say some of them, and they're Hebrew Israelites, that level of ignorance, you bought it over, and now you're Mandinki Mali, and you're the same ignorance, disrespecting people, and then you come to this debate and you lost because of that level of ignorance and bias against anyone who says that, you're not making any sense. Anyone who disagrees with you, you get upset, you start carrying on, and you swear up and down that you're an expert. You can't be an expert in everything. Maybe you were an expert when you were Hebrew Israelite, but now you want to be an expert in traditional African spirituality. Haru, congratulations. You showed that man that he does not know what he's talking about. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Steve, man. I really appreciate that from you, my brother.
Yeah. I can, like I say, man, this sister been a practitioner her whole adult life. She in her mid-50s, even though she don't look like she in her mid-50s. But she been a practitioner her whole adult life. Has a degree in social services and history. So I'm kind of like, she wasn't gonna hit the panel anyway, but I did just want people to hear her voice and like I say, I know this community. So what wouldn't gonna be said is that this person don't exist. But she did me a favor, even watching the debate and judging it, because I needed a alternate, and I needed somebody who knew what they was talking about. So for you to question that, I'm trying my best not to be offended, bro. Like I really, y'all just don't know how hard I'm trying not to be offended. Cause if any, like this somebody I know very personally. And there is no doubt whatsoever that they know what they talking about. More than he do.
Yeah, I agree, DMG. I think that with the amount of years that she has been a practitioner, she has earned that respect. And for him to come in with the surface knowledge that he has and just blatantly, disregard what she actually broke down is, to me, is staggering. I mean, because if anything, what I would do from this here, even if it was me on the losing end, I would take the constructive criticism and I get back in the lab and I would perfect, where I was messed up at. But see, the problem is that when we're dealing with people like JJ, he just has a big mouth no matter what. And it ultimately, that's what cost him in this debate.
But she wasn't disrespectful to the brother at all, bro.
No, not at all. She wasn't. In fact, she said that she thinks that we both going to go on and do great things. So that's what I don't understand with JJ. People are actually giving him praise, but yet just because they did not, ultimately decide that he won, now he just forgets about that. I mean, how childish is that?
Yeah, I'm like, you were skeptical about her. What was there to be skeptical about? But listen, business is about to pick up, Heru, because you call somebody's name and you speak his name, and the undeniable superstar shall appear. Silky D, talk to us.
Man, let me tell you, man, this guy Haru, he's been harassing me for like a year straight, but like all of my chat going crazy, hitting me up, steady calling me out, and I'm just like, I'll keep telling him whenever he can get it. So now it's looking like, I'm talking about, I see him being a Braveheart, actually mentioning my name. So I give you props on that one. But yeah, man, congrats. I see you got your win. That's what's up, man. I ain't gonna do no spoiling or nothing, good stuff. But yeah, we could definitely get that debate going. Cause you've
Yeah,
been harassing me for too long.
now
So
Silky D, that narrative sounds almost ridiculous because Haru doesn't go out his way to harass anyone. In fact, you just
you're
said that
making
you said that I
memes. You
researched
make memes of me.
Now hold on, Silky D, because I watched you and JJ tag me from that chat constantly. Haru said this, Haru said that. Haru, come defend this. You know what I mean? This is constant. And I probably would have left you alone had you not teamed up with JJ with harassing me. So now I want you to face me.
I accept.
Well,
I accept your challenge.
Here's
when can we get a face off?
We're gonna have to get that
or face to face, I should say. I don't say face off no more because that's what the cats with the same name used to say. I'm saying face to face.
Hey, let's try to shoot for this for can we possibly get this debate for debate mania?
Absolutely. I mean that's not till the third week of September though. If Silky cool waiting that long,
he's gonna need about that much time.
Whatever, however you want it, whatever make him feel comfortable.
Hey, if Silky can wait till debate mania, then it's all good with me.
If you want to do it sooner, Silky D, that's fine. I just want to be gracious and give you as much time as you need to prepare.
Do y'all already got a topic? Because
I'm
trying to be right now.
I'm trying to give him all the help he can get. So you want to tie the titles now, or you want to hold off, wait on that for the face to face?
I mean, I got one in mind. If you don't mind, and if you don't,
I got a couple in mind.
Okay, all right. Well, check this out. Here's a good title for you, and since you're not a believer or you don't understand evolution, does the science of medicine greatly depend on our understanding of evolution?
I don't like that title. This is the title I want. I want the title, since you was harassing me for a whole year straight, I want the title to be, can you prove to me the mechanisms of evolution?
Can I prove to you the mechanisms of evolution?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bet that up. That's easy work right there.
Hey, Rick, do me a favor, put that in the private chat so I can copy and paste it.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put y'all in the Saturday slot for debate mania. Or can you do the Saturday slot, Haru?
Wait, say that again.
I say I was gonna put y'all in the Saturday slot for debate mania, but if you can't do the Saturday slot, I can put y'all in the Sunday slot.
Yeah, I will definitely make sure that happens.
Okay, let me know. We can do Saturdays or Sunday. The Friday slot is going to be for the social media title, but I can put you on Saturday or Sunday. So just let me know. But I got Silky D challenging Haru. Or both belts on the line?
Yes, sir.
Everything he got. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Silky
said he coming to take everything. Hey, Root just won the belt and he already putting it on the line in the biggest event we got. This is how we do it, family.
Mr.
Go find, call your mama, call your daddy, call your sister, call your brother, call your cousins, your aunties, and your uncles, man. Tell them to subscribe to Paradigm Shift TV 314, Heavy Hitters Debate League. You know what I mean? Worldview Wars, Debate League. Tell them to join Silky D group. Listen, man, it's a community and it's continuing to grow. We got a whole universe.
Hey, Rue, what about Sed? Bring Sed back. Y'all be the two pseudo hunters on the tandem. You for that? Hey, Rue.
Well, you know what? Said is actually working on some projects of his own.
All right.
Can you hear me, bro?
Hey, we trying to
Yeah,
get
he's working on some things outside of here.
All right.
we trying to get Miss
sorry,
Hayru
DMG.
Conscious to join her husband. We trying to get Miss Hayru Conscious to join her husband, man.
That could work too.
But yeah, I wanted to ask Silky D for clarity because he said, "Can I prove the mechanisms?"
Hey, Hayru Conscious, not to interrupt you. I'm gonna get back to you and Silky. I was just messing with Miss Hayru Conscious. I know she already said she just want to see you beat up people. But I got a tandem division partner for you, bro. I got a tandem division partner for you because the brother say he on his way back. Morris John.
Yeah, I could work with bro. I could definitely work with bro. That's my guy right there.
Yeah. You the one brought him to me.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So I think once he back, I think that'll be a good tandem team, bro.
Yeah, I definitely would talk with him and see if he's interested in that.
Yeah, I think that could work. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah.
But back to you and Silky, man. Let's get that. Let's I'm gonna let y'all rock. I'm gonna go on mute.
Yeah, Haru. I'll come up with a hot three, or I'll get some more detail. I'll break it down more in the face off, and I'll give some more options, some alternative wording for the title, and like option, topics and whatnot like that. Okay. Yeah, we'll deal with that in the face off. We'll hold that off. Go ahead and enjoy your stuff, man. Peace to the panel, man. What up?
The face. Them other cats ain't here no more.
There you go, face to face.
So we are, just for clarity,
we are going to be doing the
mechanisms, right? Before you go, Silky, we are going to be dealing with the mechanisms, correct?
Yeah, we're going to deal with them. We're going to deal with the mechanisms and the examples.
Okay.
We're going to put the mechanisms on trial. We're going to put the examples on trial. All right.
All right. So I'm going to get with y'all and see when we can get that face-to-face going. Hopefully not this Sunday, but the following Sunday.
Roger that, man. Right. One love to the panel, man. Peace. I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Everybody hit the like button.
All right, peace. There it is, bro. There it is. Brother. You done already got your first opponent, man. King J, you still there? What you think?
Yes, sir.
I think King J might have dropped off. Jose, you still there? Jose sound like he getting yelled at. Steve, what you think of Hayru and Silky D?
Well, I mean, in talking to Silky, I think Silky is realizing he has to come up with a real strategy that as an alternative model to evolution. So you can say that evolution is false or you don't agree with it, and you don't necessarily have to present a counter model, but at least be effective at punching holes in the evolutionary mechanisms. And I know Haru is going to present mechanisms. And I really question whether his opponent will be able to present real mechanisms, because presenting the mechanisms requires an understanding of science. The mechanisms are not easy to explain. And if you surface it, if you just scratch the surface, it ain't going to work too well, because I know Haru is going to go deeper than just the surface. So I'm going to say, I had a debate like that with Silky, and it was a panel, but I know I'll give it to Haru, especially if it's judged. because if you leave, that's what Heru was getting at. You leave that word mechanism in there, he gonna beat you over the head with the mechanisms, and it's that simple.
Well, I can tell you right now, and this is something that Silky has not considered. This is something that Silky has not considered. The mechanisms of evolution has not been falsified in over 160 years. So I'd like to know what he's going to come with that, you know what I mean? This sounds like a suicide mission if you ask me, but hey, I let him pick his poison. Now we just got to figure out which Saturday or Sunday he wants to die.
Oh man, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Would you consider a Heru conscious Mandinka Mali 2?
Mm-hmm.
Under the right circumstances, I guess.
Yes, the pseudo hunter is back, y'all. I'm definitely back.
Listen, we got one half of a debate.
Yeah, so
that's happening. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Haru. My bad.
Oh no, I was just saying, it just became a point where, like, Silky called himself tagging up with JJ on this whole me and JJ's debate, and he was trying his best to aggravate me. So I said this is a perfect opportunity for me to go ahead and hunt him down, because he is a well-known pseudo. So this is gonna be great.
Hey, is this sister? She say DMZ? I want to talk with you. You know who this is?
Sister Light?
No,
I ain't in the chat.
Yes, that is.
I think she talking about me.
Yeah, she's talking about you, brother.
You know who that is, TMG?
I have no idea. I mean, salute. This is my first time seeing her in the chat. So if she subscribed, salute to you, Queen. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the view. So, yeah, hit me up if you on if you're on Facebook or Messenger. Hit me up. DMG the Poet. DMG DAPOET. But yeah, we got one half of a debate we got coming up on Sunday that will determine the new Worldview Wars Debate League world champion. Now, I just want y'all to know, just because Heru just unified the paradigm shift and heavy hitters debate league titles, he's still ranked in Worldview Wars. So don't think he ain't trying to get that belt too. But Gideon is facing Lucifer, and the winner will be crowned the champion. Right now, Gideon, what you think of the debate results, and are you confident you're gonna win that gold Sunday?
Oh man, what's up, DMZ, the demilitarized zone? What's going on, bro? I know the sister, she probably, but all praises to the Most High, man. Shalom to everybody up here. See my brother Yara up here. I don't know if he's still up here. Jose. Say, bro, I was watching the debate. I was watching the live stream just now, and it was right before, I think, Yara, he had some technical difficulties. I come back, I see Heru Conscious as the winner, and I knew I just missed some good content. In between that, I missed some real good content. I'm quite sure. So I'm definitely gonna watch the playback, but I don't want to challenge the judges, and it's not the integrity, but rather their skills. But I don't know how JJ won that one. I mean, I don't know how he lost that one, man. Because for one, not only like when you have a topic that's worldwide known, that's consistently agreed with by most all the scholars, you have to be pretty lousy to lose that debate. You can still lose, but you gotta do a pretty bad job. Now, it's some points I seen that JJ was kind of weak at, and but this was all after the debate. So if they
Hey, my
use that
apologies,
after,
but brother Gideon is breaking up really bad, and I can't really hear him.
Oh, I could hear him. I could actually hear him.
I was hearing him fine.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's on your end, hey Ru.
yeah. But again, like I say, man, the judges definitely have a method to what they're doing. So you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? I thought I beat Steve, not as bad as JJ beat Heru in my opinion, but I still thought I won. But hey, you can't win them all, man. So like I said, I know it's good content. I hope JJ ain't crash all the way out. But you know, yeah, it was definitely a good debate by both of the brothers. Heru Consciousness is a good debate, bro. But as far as my debate, man, I'm ready, man. Lucifer, son of the morning, we're gonna chase him out of here off the rip. So I'm ready.
Hey,
No
get in,
doubt.
get in. So I mean, you said, but
Oh, I didn't know you was up here,
you
Steve. Shalom, bro.
Shalom, Gideon. You triggered that man, even though it was after the debate. You triggered him, and if them judges were listening, like when you were asking them questions, and you just said what you said if he said human beings, which he repeated, and then it went from human beings to divine beings. But the thing, if they listened based on, even after those questions that he was being asked, it may have swayed their decision. Yeah, I don't know if it was just because it was after so-called the debate, but he got triggered, and then he kept even saying more crazy stuff, like for example that there are human beings in the duat. I mean, that just shows to me that as a practitioner, that you don't know what you're talking about. That's like saying that they're human beings in heaven or they're human beings in hell. You understand what I'm saying? There's a fleshly entity that can exist in those places, so to speak. Right? That's one part. But I just, yeah, and also leaving the word neter and neteru. So I mean, they were arguing from kind of like two different perspectives. So in I would say it became who was able to better argue their position. And Heru, in the sense that he remained composed. He remained composed throughout. And I would say that on the judges' scorecards, that based on Mandinka Mali's emotionalism and his outburst, it did not work to his advantage. So his debate style, it's not working to his advantage at this point, or it didn't work. So maybe he should just, um, learn to debate. In other words, you went from JJ 7000. Now you're Mandinka Mali, but guess what? You're the same person. DMG says, "Oh, we called out Mandinka Mali. Mandinka Mali ain't much different than JJ 7000."
Hey, it was, and I didn't want to get into it too much what I was talking about, but I guess you're pretty astute and you caught it. You know what I'm saying? Because that could have made the judges, and I'm not saying that's what happened, but by him showing that direction that he took after the debate, it kind of puts a lens on his debate where that's where he was coming from. Because like I say, beings doesn't have to be human, but but like I say, from the debate itself, yeah, I think he won it pretty soundly though.
There it is, man. But y'all know, Mandinka Mali will be back.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, he will be back. I don't think the brother is he might be angry tonight, but I think the brother gonna want his belt back. I think he gonna want to take the tandem titles. I think he gonna want all the gold. This is just my prediction.
Yeah.
Because like I say, he as erratic as he may be, as neurotic as he may be, as irritating as he may be, he is about that debate life, and I think he will be back to try to claim what he has lost. And I think he's gonna come back with a vengeance. That's just my prediction. So right now we got Heru Conscious and Silky D locked in for Debate Mania, man. Shout out to Heru, man. Heru was like, hey, let's do it at Debate Mania. I didn't expect that. I'm thinking they was gonna try to get that thing done sometime in August, but it looked like we got our first Debate Mania match. Heru is on a redemption tour, y'all. Shout out, Heru. Steve, I'm gonna let you close out first. Then we're gonna go to Gideon, and then obviously we're gonna give Heru the last word. You got anything you want to talk about, Steve, whether it's the tandem division or your social media title shot you got coming up at the last argument standing against Hemi, as well as your participation in the last argument standing?
Sure, but I just want to say congratulations, Heru, and I feel vindicated. You say you're not a Hotep, but with that name Heru, you're gonna be labeled a Hotep, and I feel vindicated from I don't care. It doesn't matter to me what they call me, but I feel vindicated as a Hotep. So us Hoteps, we know what we're talking about. So this ain't no front. This ain't no game. It ain't antics, right? We can be scholarly, and we can justify. We can find sources to support what we're saying. Yeah, I have a debate with Big Hemi on August 15th, and the title of that topic, the resolution, is "Are Christians Truly Monotheistic?" And then we have a tandem match. We're kicking off the tandem session, and it's me and team Kemet Express. The Kemet Express is me and Jose Francis, and that match is going to be against the No Sticks, but I can't remember the name of their group. But where we are talking about, we will be debating which one is more practical in 2026. So it's Kemeticism versus Gnosticism. Which one is more practical in 2026?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, we kicking it off. So we starting it.
Yeah, whoever win that match is going to be the inaugural tandem division champion. I didn't expect it to explode like it did, Steve, because I had already made that proclamation that whoever won y'all matchup would be the tandem division champions. I didn't expect us to get so many teams so quick, though. Otherwise, I would have made it a tournament. But now I'm like, dog, I should have waited and made it a tournament. But since I already had made that commitment to y'all that whoever won would be the inaugural champs, I can't go back on it. You know what I mean?
Well, there's
it is what it is.
There's JJ and Silky, and then there's the 7. There's Pandemus, and Wright is his last name. Yeah. So, and then trying to get Heru to find a partner is gonna be good. It's gonna be real good.
Yeah. It's definitely some interesting teams to say the least. I'm gonna pull them up right quick before we go to our brother Gideon, because it's definitely some interesting teams. Let me see if I can get it pulled up. We got, let's see. We got the Comedic Express, you and Steve. And I'm gonna say it again, man. Y'all graphics department. You and Jose, my bad. Y'all graphic department at Worldview Wars Debate League, man. I mean, it's immaculate. It's immaculate. But y'all got the Legion of Gnosis, Darkness, the Shadow, and the notorious RBE. Looking like they about to jump on some Harleys. Then you got Team Elite Scholarship, JJ and Silky D. I don't know what Silky got in his pocket, but yeah, that's why I say him and Haru about to have a long hair. Him and Haru about to have a long hair don't care debate. And then we got the 7. Yeah, so we got some fire teams. I don't know if Morris John and Haru Conscious gonna call themselves the pseudo hunters or what, but I think we got some fire teams. We definitely got some fire teams. So it's gonna be interesting, man. But
also I wanted to
go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to add, DMG too. I was going to talk to you here like in the next day or two. I got some potential debaters that want to come in, and they may even be interested in joining the tandem as well.
Oh man, let's set it up. Bro. Let's set it up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, Steve got a busy August. He got a tandem division matchup with the titles on the line, and he's challenging Big Hemi for the social media title. By the end of August, Steve could potentially be the social media champion and the co-tandem champion. I ain't even thinking about it till just now, Steve. That's crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Did Sister Light Brown hit you up?
She hit me up earlier. I was supposed to call her back, and I ain't even get around to it. I'm gonna hit her up tomorrow.
Call her back.
Okay, she got some news for me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Snap.
Yes, okay. I can't wait. It's gonna be good.
Okay. I think I know where this is going.
I want to spill the beans. Let her tell you.
Yep. I'm gonna be quiet.
No doubt. I'm definitely gonna hit her up in the morning. Hey, brother Gideon, talk to him, man. The title is on the line, man. You versus the devil, and of course, we got the last argument standing. Whoever walk out of that will be challenging you or the devil at Debate Mania 2. Talk about it.
Oh man, it's definitely gonna be worth the hype. I'm ready. Presentation already locked and loaded, ready to go, man. I just thank you for letting me on the platform. Giving me this opportunity, man, and letting all the people, hopefully all the people come check us out, man, and I'll be ready, man. All praises.
No doubt. Hey, the man of the hour. The man of the hour. Haru Conscious, the pseudo hunter. The man they called everything but a child of the God he don't believe in. But now they gotta say this.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Talk to him.
Yes, sir. Man, like I say, man, this is an honor, bro. I mean, if anybody has seen my journey on this platform, you would swear that I'm probably the most hated debater, which is so funny because like it's not even a reflection of like my social media accounts. It's just in the debate circle. Everybody seems to have a dislike or disdain for Haru, and I get it because sometimes I can be a bit of a bully, and when I see pseudo stuff, I like to pick it out. But overall, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited with the direction that the platform is going. I'm excited tonight. I'm really ecstatic, that I actually won this debate against JJ, man. Like I said, I can't take nothing away from the brother. He's been in the game a long time, man. And so I didn't think that he would be a pushover. Um, I just knew that he didn't fully understand the assignment when it came down to what the resolution was of this debate. So I do want to give a big shout out to all my supporters. A big old shout out to my wife, man. My wife is my number one supporter. She's with me through every bit of this stuff, man. And some nights preparing for these debates, man, I'd be up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, laptop on my lap, books out, papers everywhere. And she like, you still woke? You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I want to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat that came out, to support me and JJ. I think everybody doing their part makes this whole thing a success. So, man, let's just keep doing this, man, this thing, and keep getting the likes up, keep sharing the channel. The shares is gonna get us where we want to go. I promise you that.
No doubt, no doubt.
But
All right,
DMG, can I say one last thing before I forgot to mention it, man?
go
I
ahead.
just want to congratulate the brother Heru on his debate, man. It was a good debate. Even though I
Yes,
think
sir.
JJ win, it ain't nothing like, against you or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, peace to you, my brother, and good debate, for sure.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you, man. And no, I didn't take it as you took a shot at me or anything. Um, I think that a lot of people can view this thing, in different ways. I just think that it really comes down to actually understanding what these categories consist of. And so you can't conflate categories. Like so for instance, let me give you an example real quick. When you're dealing with this debate right here was dealing with Kemetic theology, which is included. Mythology is included in it, and obviously metaphysics. So when you're dealing with metaphysics, you're not even dealing with the physical. So that should have been an inclination right there that JJ, we're not just dealing with one aspect of this, the king. You know what I mean? So you have to still apply that same measure and the same test to every last one of the netters, if that's the claim that you're making, and he failed miserably doing so. So no, I appreciate you coming up, bro, and I don't I can actually take the criticism without flipping out. You know what I mean? I appreciate you.
For sure.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, man. So we got Jose Francis taking on Raymo Bantu Esoteric this Saturday.
Mm.
I'm gonna try to say they topic verbatim. It is Gnosticism, or was Gnosticism, a continuation of ancient Kemetic cosmology, or was it just a novel concept? I believe that's their resolution. Should be an interesting debate. I don't know how they came to it, but the brothers should have a very interesting debate. That's on Saturday, 5:15 Central Time. Then on Sunday, 7:15 Central Time, we got our brother Gideon taking on Lucifer, the devil, aka Jashu, the scholastic bully. Are there Israelites amongst the ancestors of African American slaves? Those brothers gonna get that in. The winner will be crowned the new Worldview Wars Debate League World Champion. They will be taking on the winner of the last argument standing debate battle royal. We got a full calendar coming out for all our Saturday/Sunday night prime episodes. That's our bi-weekly flagship show where we'll be putting on some of our great debates. We also have premium live events every month. We got the last argument standing coming up next month, Debate Mania #2. That's our flagship premium live event coming up in September. Night of the Living Arguments coming up in October, so forth and so on. You know, y'all stick with us, man. We're going to keep trying to bring y'all some great debate content. We got other things like Step Into the Light with Light Brown. She got a myriad of topics that she be talking about. The Kemet Takeover with Jose Francis. Mandinka Molly Mondays, where I'm sure we're going to be hearing about this debate. We got a lot going on, man. This Paradigm Shift TV 314, Worldview Wars Debate League. You can catch Heru Conscious, Miss Heru Conscious, and a host of others over on Heavy Hitters Debate League. And I'm kind of mad, Heru, that Heavy Hitters Debate League belt look a little better than the Paradigm Shift belt, man. I keep looking back and forth. Like, man. But listen, we in here, man, and we're going to keep bringing y'all as much dope content as we possibly can. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their friends to get with our friends and subscribe to the platform. We 2 away from 2,000 subscribers, so make that happen. Until next time, we'll be right back at it. If the sister's still in the chat, hit me up. I don't know what I did. I hope it wasn't bad, but let me know. We out. That's peace.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Don't forget about the song if you could play it.
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna have to let me see if I can pull that up. I did forget about it. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. See, I'm about to get up out of here, bro.
Yeah. You know what? I came up with this song at the last minute because you know, I literally just seen this video that he made like yesterday of me, and I said, man, I ain't going out like that. And then just in case I win, I want to create my own diss track if possible.
No doubt. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's taking a little second to come up.
Okay.
But yeah, family.
Yeah, Miss Michelle Turns, man. Him and Karima. And let me say this too, DMG. I didn't just beat JJ. I beat JJ and his entire team. They've been working all together. Karima and JJ, they made this whole video and song about me and called me Heru unconscious and all this nonsense. You know, I'm gonna show these people what some talent is really like as far as writing.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a diss track made, bro. That's crazy.
And you did it. This is the part that got me, bro, is he did this before we even had the judgment.
Right. Right, yeah. So I should be able to find you on here, shouldn't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you go by Heru Conscious on here?
Yep.
It is really taking a long time to load up. That's crazy.
Wow.
You know what? I'm gonna see if I could See if I can upload it to my Canva. Like download it from my phone.
Yeah.
But what a night, man. What a night.
Yeah, man. You know, and I'll say this, man. I think that JJ actually shocked me tonight because I thought I was just thinking about all the worst case scenarios. You know, like what if I lost? What if he lost? How would he take it? You know what I mean? Because I mean, this brother been busy, man. Like just trying to convince everyone that he's won over, you know, since Sunday. So I was really curious as to how this was going to play out.
Yeah, I thought he took it better than I would have even thought he would have. You know, I ain't like what he said about Queen Mother, but you know, right. It is what it is, man. Here we go.
Hey, yo, JJ. Baby over brown. Well, I met an AI still clocked in. You spent the whole night proving Pharaoh divine.
My bad. Let me start that over.
I asked about the Netheroo. You still looking for the question? Yeah, you brought the king, I brought the kingdom. That's a different way. 10 slides on Pharaoh while the Pantheon had to wait. Net and Nefer. Yeah, we heard you loud and clear, but my hand in the corner like how the hell I disappeared? A Terminative on the screen like you cracked a Rosetta, pointing at a 40 screaming, see, that's a netta? Cool. Classification now, tell me what it means when I'm in links with Ryan, starts combining divine themes. You proved the king was divine? I never said he wasn't. Spent 10 minutes kicking doors that I had already opened. Coronation makes him horror cool, follow your own word. If he could be divine, then what was he first? Already human, so it changed when the crown. We biology, DNA, or theological kingship. You built the transformation, then forgot, but you constructed. Try to prove literal, people prove divine status wasn't tough. Quit hiding behind the king. You got Horus on repeat, but can't explain the whole thing. My heck and shoe, you keep yelling at a Nefer, brother, we already knew. A Munro walked in, now what? Two literal dudes fused together, man, your whole model stuck. You brought Ass Man to the party, I said excellent choice. But Ass Man got more pages than your meta gave a voice. You quote the man on kingship like a scholarship stops there. Meanwhile, divinity manifests through sun and breathing air. You got a king who's Horus and Osiris when he's dead. Divine office ritual function, but somehow in your head. That means every net of walking was a flesh and blood dude. That's not a historical method, that's a category confused. Where's my tomb? Where Hector get buried? What dynasty ruled? When Nut got married? When Shu became the atmosphere? Where's the coronation date? And when the Mun merged with Ra, did they file with the state? You brought a royal guzzle made to explain cosmology, then called everybody liars who question your theology. But even literal louder doesn't make the inference true. You proved the Pharaoh, you never brewed the Netheroo. Prove the Netheroo. Free hide behind the throne. If your theory covers everybody, leave the Pharaoh alone. Prove the Netheroo. Bring Nut, give it Shu. Bring Sia, bring who? Bring Hector. Tell me what your mom do. Prove the Netheroo. Then the debate ended. Meta said, nah, we ain't done. Days later, citations dropping like bonus rounds begun. Meta writing dissertations, JJ hitting copy paste. Aspen catching quotations, he might never recognize my face. If it's in the book, just show the page in line. Don't bring me artificial confidence dressed up as divine. Here's 10 things hero has to prove. Man, stop, not about the Pharaoh in a tent. Still missed the plot, mutilation, grain. Oh, statues you shouting, these were real. Nobody said their religion wasn't something they could feel. Nobody said the gods were fake. Nobody called the rich pretend. The question was their nature and you dodged it to the end. You argued legal force means one ontology is true, but laws can sanctify a king without explaining every do. So keep the throne name, keep the crown, keep the determinative to it. Explain for heart them with the same damn rule. Amun, Netter, Ra, Netter, Amun Ra, JJ, we waiting, huh? Netteret, cosmic order, yep. King, Divine, fully godlike. Met said check, and that's the difference you kept trying to erase. Divinity and Kemet wasn't one flat category in the first place. Now the debate is done, so I'm letting judges judge. No Facebook rematch, cause somebody holding a grudge. Paul already spoke, first score came through. Meanwhile you're outside arguing with Meta like it's round 2. I don't need another thread, I don't need another fight. Should've brought that ammunition on debate night, cause scholarship after the bell can't rewrite what occurred, can't retroactively insert another source, another word. You called yourself Jam Cool, championships get tested, but confidence ain't evidence and volume ain't respected. I came for the entire system, you came around the throne. I asked about the netherworld, you kept bringing kids along. So next time you summon Asman, bring the book instead of AI. Bring the page, bring the context, cause the scholarship justifying. When somebody asks what happened, keep the summary true. You proved the king was divine. Eru said, cool the netherworld, cool the netherworld, cool the netherworld, cool the netherworld, cool the netherworld. Debate over. Better clock out. Hero, conscious, inserted on her.
Hey, Rue with the bars.
Ah, that's my jam.
Hey, he's not only a
Poop the Netheroo, that's my jam.
Hey, Rue coming with the bars, man. Listen, family, y'all make sure y'all here Saturday, 5:15 p.m. The Eye Smiter, Jose Francis, taking on the notorious RBE, Ramo Bantu Esoteric. They gonna get it in. Is Gnosticism a continuation of ancient Kemetic cosmology? And then Sunday, Lucifer the Devil, the franchise, returns against our brother Gideon, the high stepper of Yahshua. Whoever wins that contest will be your new Worldview Wars Debate League world champion. Hey, they said we couldn't do it, but we back, baby. And we blacker than ever.
Yes, sir.
So till next time, man, we're going to be black at it again. Y'all make sure y'all here for us. Paradigm Shift TV 314, Worldview Wars Debate League, Heavy Hitters Debate League. We want all the smoke.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace, family.
Welcome to the battlefield of ideas, where emotions die and facts survive. Worldview wars! Fact fights! Everybody swinging with the mic, right? Worldview wars, we don't bark, we bite. Truth hit hard under them stage lights. Fact fights! Every debate feeling like a street fight. Everybody came ready for the big night. Who got truth? Better prove it on sight. Yeah, crowd packed wall to wall, energy electric. Every worldview tested when the pressure get hectic. No safe spaces here, no emotional shield. Either stand on your logic or get exposed on the field. Microphones hot like a furnace in July. One bad argument and a whole theory die. Everybody talk tough till the chin check start. Then the cracks in the armor get revealed in the dark. This ain't gossip, this intellectual warfare. Heavyweight debates got the whole room aware. Every round land hard like a punch to the chest. Only legends survive when they put to the test. Back fights, everybody swinging with the mic, right? Worldview wars, we don't bark, we bite. Truth hit hard under them stage lights. Back fights, every debate feeling like a street fight. Everybody came ready for the big night. Who got truth? Better prove it on sight. 3 judges sitting silent in the background. 1 weak angle and your whole case cracked down. No scripts, no dodging, no place left to hide. When the facts start hitting and the pressure collide, the audience loud every time a point land. Like championship rounds in a sold out stand. Debate mania feel when the cameras roll live. Battle of the ideologies, only strong minds survive. Some came for clout, some came for smoke. Some left humble when they whole worldview broke. It's that gladiator energy mixed with intellect. With confidence alone don't automatically get respect. This ain't comment sections, this ain't social media games. Step inside worldview wars and put respect on your name. Everybody swinging with the mic, right? Worldview wars, we don't bark, we bite. Truth hit hard under them stage lights. Fact fight, every debate feeling like a street fight. Only legends survive through the spotlight. Welcome to the fact fight. The battle of the ideologies, where we have fight facts. Worldview war.